Top of the morning, giving thanks to the Supreme for another day of life. Wonderful Wednesday. That's what I'm declaring this day as. Wonderful Wednesday. It's going to be a wonderful Wednesday. It's going to be a loving Wednesday. It's going to be a fulfilling Wednesday. The weather is nice outside already. A prelude of a long hot summer. Yitch for me. But one of those things, what can you do, Uh, It's a blessing to be, and I hate using that word blessing. It's so overused in my opinion because we're all blessed. Uh, we're blessed to be alive. We're blessed to have an opportunity to do things. We're blessed for a lot of reasons. So to me, it's become a catchphrase and an overused word. So I choose to use fortunate. I'm very fortunate to be amongst the living. I'm very fortunate to be in the game, so to speak. Speaking of being in the game, you have so many people, and I read a lot, like everyone else. We read and we make decisions sometimes based upon things that we read. But you have so many people who claim to be in the game of life. That is, that's the only game I know. I don't, not athletic any longer. My body won't allow me to do that. And I've never been a gambler, so not in that kind of game either. Not in the game of manipulating people's minds, nothing like that. So when I speak of the game, I speak of the game of life. In the game of life, we owe it to ourselves to have the best life possible. Not the best life that someone will attempt to force you to have, but the best life for you. For example, when you're a child, most of us are groomed to do certain things. It's embedded in us to well, in my generation, most of us we were embedded to have a job. In my family, especially, it was in it was pounded into our heads to have a job, not a career, not to go to college, but to have a job. Now, I don't knock anyone's profession because Lord knows I've worked in various fields, from cleaning a boiler room inside a boiler as a teenager to my present position now. So yes, in a sense, a job is a job. You're making an honest living. You're doing what you have to do to care for yourself and your family, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there are other things out here besides a job. Hence, the more educated you become, the more valuable your skill set becomes in the workforce, if given the opportunity. Now, you may not have an opportunity where you're at, but you take the education and the skill set and apply at other places. And then you have people say, well, I won't have a good recommendation from my supervisor because they don't like me. And I haven't experienced that. Yeah, that can be true, but still, you don't give up. You keep pushing and you keep pushing and you keep pushing, and before you know it, boom, a lot of these things start happening. And that's where your faith in the Supreme comes into play, because this is a one-on-one walk between you and the Supreme. Uh, you don't have to advertise your religion. You don't have to advertise that you believe in God or whomever you call. I call it the Supreme. But you just walk that, you live that life. You live it the best you can. Because you're going to have people out there. They're going to throw daggers at you at all times. So you have to be careful about the daggers. You have to be careful about the people you associate with. All of these things come into play. So something to think about on this wonderful Wednesday. Um, it's a bittersweet day for me. I will be in attendance at a funeral today for one of my fallen comrades who was a blog member. I never met the brother personally, but we chatted on a personal level about a lot of issues. He's a good guy. He sounded like a good man, and I believe he was a good man personally, based upon his exposure to me about his turnaround in life. And for me, that's the kind of people, not being prejudiced against anyone, but those are the kind of people I like to be associated with. People who have a story, how you can turn yourself around in life. Because it's some people, let's face it, are given are given everything. And it's nothing wrong with that. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Some must be come from nothing, others come from everything. But I have a tendency to gravitate toward people who've come from nothing or who's been through something and turned themselves around, because people like that, they really have a story to tell. You know. But anyways, enough of this. On this wonderful Wednesday, I wish you peace. I wish you love. I wish you happiness. And I wish you goodwill. Love you all. Peace. Talk to you later.